Good morning, students. Today we will do the reactions of Grignard reagent. If you remember, we prepared the Grignard reagent in alkyl halide and we have done the reactions in alcohol as well. So, this is very important reagent and we will do the reaction of Grignard reagent separately. How we can prepare the Grignard reagent? When any alkyl halide is treated with magnesium in presence of dry ether, it forms RMgX. It forms RMgX. Here R may be any alkyl group or R may be any aryl group. Here X may be any halogen like Cl, Br and I. So there are few examples if we take. Suppose CH3Cl is treated with magnesium in presence of dry ether. It forms CH3MgCl. This is one kind of Grignard reagent. If we take, suppose we are taking bromobenzene and it is treated with magnesium in dry ether. Dry ether means we are taking anhydrous condition. As a result, phenyl magnesium bromide will form. Now the question rises, why we are taking the anhydrous condition? If you will take the hydrous condition, what will happen? After the formation of any Grignard reagent, it will react with water. It will react with water. Here you can see magnesium is metal, so it will be positively charged. Cl will be negatively charged and CH3 will also be negative. As a result, what happens? MgCl will go along with OH and alkane will form. As a result, the alkane will form and the basic chloromagnesium hydroxide will form. So, we should not take the hydrous condition when we prepare Grignard reagent. Here are some reactions. Here are some reactions we will see of Grignard reagent. For example, suppose we take formaldehyde and we treat it with CH3MgCl. What will happen? Due to electromagnetic effect, that means due to the shifting of pi bond, oxygen will be negatively charged and carbon will be positively charged. Here magnesium is metal, so it will be positive and Cl and CH3 will be negative. First of all, the nucleophile will attack. Nucleophile will attack first. As a result, addition of nucleophile will take place and MgCl will form. Then after, this MgCl will also be added and as a result, the complete addition takes place. You can understand, as the nucleophile attack first, that means it is nucleophilic addition reaction. It is nucleophilic addition reaction. That means Grignard reagent usually gives nucleophilic addition type reactions. The meaning is first attacking species will be nucleophile and everything will be added. Then after, when it will be hydrolyzed, MgCl and OH will removed and the primary alcohol will form. This reaction can be further seen in aromatic halides also. Suppose we are taking acetaldehyde or ethanol. When it is treated with phenyl magnesium bromide, I repeat, when ethanol is treated with phenyl magnesium bromide, first of all you develop the charges. In CO bond, electromeric effect will take place and oxygen will be negative and carbon will be positive. Here magnesium will be positive and Br will be negative, and this phenyl carbon will also be negative. So this phenyl carbon will attack on positive carbon of ethanol and MgBr will added on oxygen. As a result, you will see an addition product will obtain. Then after, when we will do the hydrolysis, you see always the hydrolysis will take place after the formation of addition product. MgBrOH will removed and as a result 2-degree alcohol will form. This can be named as 1,2. So it will be 1-phenyl ethanol. In short, if we want to do this reaction, how we can write it in short? Even in examination we can write like this. Here is ethanol. First of all, we treat it with C6H5MgBr and then after the water will react with it. Addition product will form first. MgBr will go over here. This is over here. Positive species will move towards oxygen. We can directly do it. MgBrOH minus will removed and CS3 COH H C6H5 will form. Here you can see the same product is obtained, that is 1-phenyl ethanol. That means whenever any carbonyl compound react with Grignard reagent, consecutively when we will do the hydrolysis, the alcohols will form. Suppose this question is asked in the form of conversion. The conversion can be asked how you will convert ethanol to 1-phenyl ethanol. Then we can write the above reaction. This is ethanol. We are treating it with phenyl magnesium bromide as we have to increase the phenyl group in the given compound, and consecutively we will do the hydrolysis. As a result, 1-phenyl ethanol will form. The same conversion may be asked in another form, that how you will convert bromomethane into 1-phenyl ethanol. This conversion is absolutely same as we have seen in ethanol to 1-phenyl ethanol. What we have to do first, bromomethane first of all should be treated with magnesium in dry ether. As a result, Grignard reagent will form first. And as in the product you can see phenyl group is present, so we will treat this methyl magnesium bromide with benzaldehyde, and consecutively we will do the hydrolysis also. So when we will develop the charges, magnesium will be positive, carbon will be negative, and due to electromagnetic effect, oxygen will be negative and carbon will be positive. This MgBr OH will removed and CS3 will attack on carbon. H plus will move to the negative oxygen. As a result, the same product will obtain which were asked in the question. This is 1-phenyl ethanol is formed. We can do other reactions also with the help of Grignard reagent. For example, suppose we have taken ethane nitrile. This is ethane 1-nitrile. Here carbon will be positive and nitrogen will be negative. When we will treat it with any one of the Grignard reagent along with water, so what will happen? MgBrOH will remove as we have done earlier. CS3 will be negative. Now we can send the groups to the oppositely charged. Here what will happen? CS3 will go to the negatively charged CS3 will go to the carbon positive, and H plus will move towards the N minus. As a result, the addition product will form. MgBrOH will remove. When it is further treated with water, NS3 will removed and the acetone will form. This is also a very important reaction. I repeat, with acetonitrile, the common name of ethane 1-nitrile is acetonitrile. When it is treated with methyl magnesium bromide and hydrolysis takes place, addition product will form, which on further hydrolysis form acetone. Here you can take benzonitrile also. In the same way, you can take benzonitrile and we can treat it with CS3 MgBr. In short, we are doing, in the second step we will take water. In the second step we will take water. Addition product will form. How we will send? MgBrOH will remove. Pi electron will shift over here. CS3 minus will move to the carbon. H plus will move to the nitrogen. And an addition product is formed. This is like this. CH3 double bond NH. On further hydrolysis, it will lose ammonia and one very important product is formed, that is acetophenone. Acetophenone will form. Here I want to add, we can take carbon dioxide also in one of the reactions when it is treated with CS3MgCl with water, of course, with water. So as usual, MgCl OH will removed. Due to electromagnetic effect, it will be negative, carbon will be positive, CH3 will be negative. As a result, you can see the CH3 will move to the carbon, H plus will move to the oxygen, and carboxylic acid will form. Carboxylic acid will form. Here you can take aromatic Grignard reagent also. That means, suppose I am taking phenyl magnesium bromide. When it is treated with carbon dioxide and hydrolysis takes place. So MgBr and OH will remove and phenyl will attach over here. You can see the reactions are taking place in the same way, absolutely in the same way. As a result, the addition product will form, and on further hydrolysis, it gives benzoic acid. This is formed benzoic acid, and this is acetic acid. So these are the reactions of Grignard reagent. Those are frequently asked in the board examination. You must practice them